Yes sir, what I really do, DC gang. Welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. Shit. So with that being said, why the heck my hands sound like sandpaper, bro? Start a fire with it. Either way, so yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't know how long it's been, I made a community post showing you guys how Konami put some respect on my name. I did a 20-pack pull, and out of the 20-pack pull, I got like 7 URs, and a lot of them were cards for this specific deck. So some of you were like, alright bro, it's time for you to play the deck, so that's why we're here today. I'm gonna show you guys the screenshots right here, and somebody in Konami headquarters, bro, you're getting fired. Like, you're not that guy. You're not supposed to be respecting me like that. That doesn't happen over here, but I'm glad it did. So with that being said, it's a 40-card deck list. Shout out to my boy Kiwami too, because I kind of use this deck as a reference as well for when I was building this deck. But I am gonna give you a quick reference deck list before we get into mine, right? So before we get into all the shenanigans, just a quick reminder, please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. Familiar, here we are for the reference deck list. Now this one is by Chai. It's very similar to Kiwami's deck as well. Now the main difference between their deck list and mine is that they are running the Vaylantz, Raging Phoenix, Promethean Princess line. Well, I don't think Kiwami was playing it like this, but I wanted to show you guys this specific deck list because some of you might be comfortable with this combo line right here, because some of you might play, you know, Snake Eyes, Rescue Ace, or any Fire Nation shenanigans that's been going on. So I wanted to show you that you can run those cards in this deck 100%, because the main cards that you need are just fodder, and you're gonna see that as I go over the deck list. Besides that, most of the main decks are the same, except for the people that are playing the magician shenanigans, but I'm not doing that because I'm not advanced enough in the pendulum community to do that yet. So this is how we're running the deck. I wanted to show you guys this one just in case you wanted a reference for something different than the deck that I'm playing. Also, like I said, my boy Kiwami has a similar deck list. So with that being said, let's go back to my deck. So for my extra deck, we're gonna run it nice and tight at 40. I was playing it in a bunch of different versions, but out of all the testing that I did, this is the version that I like the most. It's the most consistent, and it's the for going first and second is the one that I like the best. So then we're gonna run one Z-ARK Pendulum Dragon. This is basically fodder for your King Z-ARK, and it's fodder for your Dragon Shrine. You're gonna see what I mean by that when we go over the replays. Then we're gonna run 3 Maxi for Maxi Recent, 3 Ash Blossom. You do get extra benefits out of the Ash if you do play Baron de la Flor or any level 10 Synchrones, because it's very situational though. The main thing about this deck is that you have a linear combo. You have a linear combo, and that combo, basically you're gonna use the whole board as you're playing the game, so you don't have, you know, space to have like an extra monster on the field. You're gonna see what I mean. But it is kind of good to run Baron de la Flor, because sometimes you might not be able to do your combo, and if you could still pendulum summon a level 7 and you have an Ash or a Ghost Bell in your hand, which are both level 3 tuners, then you can level 10 a Synchron, which could be a Baron de la Flor if you like, right? But we don't play Baron de la Flor here, so this is just an Ash for this specific deck. Then we're gonna play 2 The Rock Dwayne Johnson Nibiru, the People's Elbow, and basically this thing is just really good for going. The deck is not built to go second at all, so you want to have hand traps that allow you to stop your opponent from going first, which, if you're wondering why I'm not running Effect Veiler, it's just personal preference. I'm just not running it. So if you want to run it, you could definitely slap 2 copies of Effect Veiler here and run that deck at 42. It shouldn't be that bad at all. So, but I'm running 2 Nibiru's because I like Nibiru. I want to wipe that whole board. It's really good against a lot of shenanigans, and it's really good against Fire King Snake Eyes as well. So we run 2 copies of it. Then we're gonna run 1 Performa Pulse Crowbat Joker. I mean, 3 of these. It's a level 4. It's a scale 8, which is really good for the deck as well. But mainly it searches you out your Pendulum monster. Which, when this card is normal summon, you can add 1 Performa Pulse monster, Magician, Pendulum monster, or Odd Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. It's a searcher, so we play that. We're gonna run 3 Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, which basically searches you out your Supreme Gate cards and stuff like that. That's mainly it. Most of the time, you're probably gonna search out your Supreme King Gate Magician if you don't already have it, right? So that's why you run 3 copies of that, because it's fodder for your shrine. You activate the shrine, you send this to the graveyard, plus your Supreme King Dark Worm, and basically you get to special summon it, which is better for your combo because it allows you to do your combo better. It flows better, right? So that's why we run 3 copies of that. This one I really like, which is the Supreme King Dragon Lightworm. It's a tuner So it allows you to go into your synchro shenanigans. If it's normal or special summon, it allows you to get one of your decks from the pendulum extra deck zone back to your hand. And then when it's pendulum scaled, it's extremely good, because if you have Z-ARK on the field and a monster special summon, you can special summon this thing, change another one of your monsters to a level 4 if it's not a level 4 already, and then you could synchro summon into the Supreme King Dragon clear. So you could have 2 field wipes, where you could have a field wipe, a complete field wipe like back row and everything, and then this one just gets rid of monsters, which you're gonna see. I got to use both effects in one replay. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. So then we're gonna run yeah, we were here. Yeah, we're gonna run one Astrograph the Sorcerer, because he's that guy, the boy, you know what I'm saying? He's in every pendulum deck that I've ever seen or played against, so we play it, and you're gonna see why it's really good. Then we're gonna run 2 Supreme Gate 0, because this is basically, you only care about the fact that it's a pendulum scale 0, which is gonna allow you to do a lot of pendulum summoning for a lot of shenanigans you're gonna see during the replay. Also, if it's in the hand, you can special summon it 2, or pendulum summon it 2, and it's a level 7 that allows you to go into level 7 shenanigans. So we run 2 copies of it just to be sure, you know what I mean? You don't want to run 1, maybe 1 gets banished and stuff like that. I like it at 2. Then we're gonna run 3 Supreme King Gate Magicians, which is the card that enables a lot of the crazy shenanigans in this deck, because you could play the deck without this at some point in time, but this allows you to get the board wipe. It makes the deck flow better, the combo better, all of that. You need this at 3 at all times. I really like this thing. Look at it. All right, back up, bro. It's back up. You wildin'. So we play 3 copies of it. Then we're gonna run 3 copies of the Odd-Eyes Revolution Dragon, and this is just another searcher. It has a quick effect. It says you could discard this card. Well, it's not a quick effect, but you could discard this card and pay 500 life points, add a level 8 or lower Dragon Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, which you're playing Dragon Pendulum monster, Dragon Pendulum, you know what I mean? It searches you out all the copies of your monsters, which makes the deck more consistent. Unfortunately, it is a UR, so if you want to find a replacement for it, then do so, because it is kind of expensive, right? You could get away with 1 copy though. You could get away with 1 copy if you need to. It's all good. I'm just running it at 3. So then we're gonna run the Harpies Feather Duster, because I'm the janitor. Sweep of the back row. There's just too much back row going on lately. Harpies Feather Duster has been winning me games. You're gonna see in one of the replays how I actually managed to win the game, because I destroyed the back row. So this thing is a staple for me. I try to run it in every deck that I can, if I can. Even though you can't search it unless you're playing the Triple Tactic Trust, it's still good to have in the deck. It comes in clutch. Then we're gonna run 1 Foolish Burial, because of the same reason we run the Dragon Shrine. We just gotta send the Dark Worm to the graveyard to start a combo. And if you already have the Dark Worm, you don't want to do that, but you want to send the Odd-Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon, then you could do that as well. That's why I run the Foolish Burial Goods, which again, like I said, it's just like a 4th copy of the Dragon Shrine, just not as great. So then we're gonna run 3 copies of the Dragon Shrine, because this is technically, it's not your 1-card combo, but it can be your 1-card combo if you have your let's say like your Supreme Game Magician in the hand or stuff like that, because it's gonna allow you to combo off very easily. Then we're gonna run to cover the graves, because anything that gets rid of graveyard shenanigans or shuts down graveyard or does anything to the graveyard is really good right now. So we run the Cover the Grave at 2. And then we're gonna run 3 lights, Wings of Light, which basically is just gonna search you out your shenanigans. During the main phase, I want Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Cake Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Now if you control the Z-ARK, you get to special summon that monster, which is really good, so we like that. We run it at 3. And then again, because the deck is built to go first, not second, we have to disrupt our opponent. I think Infinite Impermanence is the best one. That's why I'm not playing the Veiler. I'm playing 3 Infinite Impermanence, because it plays around the Triple Tactic talent, because everybody's talented in this game right now and they're running that thing. So I'd rather just run the Infinite Impermanence and hopefully have multiple copies of it, or we just, you know, one the Nibiru, the Ash, or the Maxi. Either one. That's how we do for going second shenanigans. And then last but definitely not least, the Soul of the Supreme Celestial King. This thing is tough. It's gonna allow you to go into your full board wipe, which you're gonna see in the replays. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Odd-Eyes Vortex Dragon, which is an Omni Negate. Then we're gonna run the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which is fodder, so you can special summon your Supreme King Z-ARK, which, speaking about him, that's who's next on the list. It's your Supreme Z-ARK. I'm not playing the other version, the new one that we got, because it's a little underwhelming. And then also I rarely ever went into it, so I just decided not to put it in the deck, because why would I put it in here if I'm not even using it? It doesn't make any sense. So I took it out for some other sauciness. Then we're gonna run one Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. This is also fodder for your Z-ARK King. Then we're gonna run the Supreme King Dragon Clear Wing, which can be fodder, but you don't want it to be. This thing is tough. Like when I told you that you could synchro summon, you could go into this thing and wipe the board again. It's really cool, and you're gonna see it. Then we're gonna run the Borolo Savage Dragon, because we can synchro into this thing as well and do have our Omni Negate. Then we're gonna run one Odd-Eyes Absolute Dragon, and I'm running my own secret villain arc sauce. Yeah, I'm running the Kashira Rice Heart, because again, anything that shuts down the graveyard and just makes the graveyard not work, we're running it, because everything in this game happens in the graveyard right now. I think not even negating monsters in the field is not even as important as negating stuff in the graveyard nowadays. So we're gonna run this thing, and you're gonna see how we make it happen. Then we're gonna run one Odd-Eyes Rebellion XYZ Dragon, one Electromite, which allows to, you know, it's a part of your combo. This thing's really good. Then we're gonna run the IP Mascarenita, one Beyond the Pendulum, because the deck is beyond me. SP the Little Knight, aka Stuart Little. And then we're gonna run the Exceeds the Pendulum, which is also really good for the deck. It allows, you know, it allows you to do a lot of different things with the deck and the combo. It's about that time. They knew I was looking at her, bro. She got censored. I heard she had them things on her, but you know, she's gone now. But she's still really good. And then we're gonna run the Palooza Bow of the Goddess. Now, if you want to play La Blanquita, the white woman, the Underworld Goddess, I think you should. I think it's a card that you should definitely run in almost every deck. But I decided to play the deck like this, and I was doing fine. I'm gonna show you how we did in the Duelist Cup second stage with this deck, because this is the one that I was playing with, right? So with that being said, enough with the yapping. Let's go check that out. I have some saucy replays for you guys, some really good replays that I think you guys will enjoy. So let's get into that. Alright, so I don't know what I'm gonna name the video yet, but the deck was a little underwhelming, but it wasn't because of the deck. Like, we went 13-7, we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 duels, and we won 13. But none of these duels were good. Like, they were all bad. They were all bad duels. Not because of me or whatever. It's just I didn't feel satisfied playing the deck in the Duelist Cup, because everything that I was playing was floodgates. Floodgates, locking this down, locking that down, yada yada yada. So I was like, nah, ain't no way. That's when I decided to put the Ariser in here, because I was like, y'all want to play that way, we could play it that way. But either way, I wanted to show you how we did with the deck. It didn't do anything crazy. I actually made it to 9,000 over here, and then I dipped back down to like 3,000 with this deck when I was testing it, because I was testing it in here. Made some changes, came up with the deck list that we have now, made it to 10,000 before this thing ended. I didn't know it was gonna end last night anyways. But with that being said, I just wanted to show you. Enough with the yapping. Let's get into the replays. Alright, familia, so here we are for replay numero uno. Now I'm just gonna show you this replay to show you the main bread and butter combo and stuff like that, because we did play the game. We were playing against Branded. It's just they could not play through the board whatsoever. But I wanted to show it to you so you can see how we make the board. We're gonna activate the Foolish Very Good. They're gonna hit us with the Max C. So of course we're gonna hit that thing with the Ash, because I'm feeling joyous, and it is spring on my side of the field. You can't see it right now, but it's spring, bro, I'm telling you. So with that being said, the Foolish Very Good is gonna send the Dark Ruin to the graveyard, activate the Dark Ruin to special summon it from the graveyard to the field, activate its effect to search out the Supreme King Gate Magician. We're gonna set it in the Pendulum Zone, pop itself to set the 0, activate the other copy of it. We're gonna send the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon to the graveyard to special summon this, activate its effect, and we're gonna search our trap. Bring that out here, it's mine. Then we're gonna use both of these monsters right here to link off into the Electromite. Now the Electromite, you might want to pop a Pendulum card, but you're gonna see what I mean by that. So we're gonna put the Supreme King Dragon Lightworm over here, so I can activate its effect, add the Supreme King Game Magician to the hand, and then we're going to activate the Electromite to pop a card. Now again, it's more beneficial to pop a card from the back row, because you get to draw a card if you do so. But we did it like this. We're gonna pop the Lightworm, getting ourselves the Astrograph Sorcerer, because we popped the card. It's gonna special summon itself onto the field, and then we're gonna search out another copy of the Lightworm. We're gonna use the Astrograph Sorcerer and the Astromite to go into the Exceeds the Pendulum. exceeds their expectation, activate her effect, bring the Supreme King Dragon Lightworm to the hand, put it in the Pendulum Summon. Now we get to Pendulum Summon. Special summon like 5 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is insane. And then we're gonna use a 2 level 4s, a tuner, non-tuner, to go into the Borolo Savage D Dragon, the boy, 2121. Then we're gonna use 2 of our level 7s here to exceed summon into our Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, absolutely. And then we're gonna link it off with the King Gate Magician into the IP Mascaranita, which is gonna trigger the Absolute Dragon's effect to special summon one of our monsters from the extra deck. We're also going to activate the Exceed the Pendulum to bring back the King Gate Magician because you need it on the field. And then again with the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, we're going to special summon the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, which is an Omni Negate. So you're looking at IP, Omni Negate, and Supreme Board Wipe. You're going to see. Again, I just wanted to show you this replay to show you the board because our opponent cannot play to this. They're going to normal summon their Fallen Evolvers, sending the Desperate Tragedy to the graveyard. What a tragedy it is the way you're going to lose this duel as I activate my Exceed the Pendulum to exceed your expectations by bringing the Astrograph back onto the field. By the way, you should always chain link IP. You should activate IP before the Exceed the Pendulum, so that when you special summon the monster, you can use this, and this to go into Appaloosa. I'm gonna show it to you in another replay. But basically, we negated this, and then I activated its effect, which we could have done it in a chain link, which you're gonna see in another replay. Like I said, we're going to go into the Appaloosa Ball of the Goddess. We're gonna activate the Branded Fusion, negate it with the Odd Eyes Vortex, and he's just gonna scoop. I didn't even get to wipe out the horde and the board and all the extra shenanigans. But I do have a replay against Sky Striker where they broke the whole board, which is what we're gonna get into next. So let's get into that. Alright gang, here we are for replay numero 2, number 2 of the day. And again, I am gonna show you replays in the Duelist Cup second stage. It's just those duels were completely underwhelming in comparison to ladder. Like on ladder, I actually got to duel, and this is one of those duels that I'm talking to you about. You're gonna see the craziness. We're gonna normal summon the Joker, activate the Joker, getting ourselves the Gate Magician to the hand. Unfortunately, we already had the 2 copies of the Zero, so we're just gonna set one down in the Pendulum Zone so we could activate the Magician, special summon it by sending the Crystal Winged Dragon to the graveyard, activating its effect so we could search our trap. Give me that, it's mine. We're gonna use both of these monsters right here to link off into the Electromite. Bring it out here. We're going to activate the Electromite, put in the Astrograph in the extra Pendulum Zone. We're going to activate the Wings of Light just to see if we could get some extra prompting or something. There's no prompt. So we're just going to say shot the Lightworm. We're going to put the Lightworm in the Pendulum Zone. And we're not going to activate its effect. That's not as activating. We're just putting it there. What we're going to do is activate the Electromite to pop it. So that way we could get the Astrograph to the hand. And then we get to draw a card because a Pendulum monster in the Pendulum Zone was popped. Pop that. Astrograph to the hand, draw a card. We draw into, we don't know yet because Astrograph Sorcerer is going to special summon itself. The boy, one of the cleanest animations by the way, the Galaxy. Here we're going to search out another Kelpie of the Lightworm and we're going to draw into a Foolish Bearer Good. So we're going to activate the Foolish Bearer Good, sending the Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon to the graveyard, and then we're going to link summon into the Exceeds of the Pendulum, which is going to allow us to add one of these cards back to the hand. So we're going to add the Supreme King Gate Magician to the hand again. We're going to put the Lightworm in the Pendulum Zone once again so we can Pendulum summon 5 monsters. Yup. Astrograph Sorcerer, one time for the one time. Lightworm, the Joker, Supreme King Gate, and the Zero. We're going to use our 2 level 4s to Synchro Summon into the Borolo D Savage Dragon 2121. Put it in the back where we got an Omni Negate. And then we're going to use our 2 level 7s to Exceed Summon to our Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. Absolutely. Using both of these monsters to link off into the IP Mascaranita, which is going to trigger the Odd Eyes in the graveyard to special summon the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. And then with the Exceeds the Pendulum, we're going to special summon the Gate Magician back onto the field, because again, you need it. You could either have him on the field or you could have the Astrograph on the field, because you need either one of them, so you could use the Soul of the Supreme Celestial. So we're gonna set that down, and that's our board. So you're looking at an Omni Negate, IP, We got the whole field wipe and another Omni Negate plus Nibiru in the back. And this board was broken. Watch this. So they're gonna activate the All-Star Grabbing. I let it rock because I'm thinking I think I'm playing against Sky Striker, right? So they activate the multi-roll here. I activate the IP. I'm going to activate the Exosister Pendulum here to special summon the Astral Grab back onto the field just for the extra body. And notice how we did the chain link like this, because now we could use the monster that we special summon with Exosister Pendulum to use them both as materials to go into the SP Little Knight. With the SP Little Knights, I'm going to banish the multi-roll because, you know, I have to be able to respond to the spells. If I don't do this now, we're going to be in trouble. So we got to get that thing out of here. Of course, they're going to activate the linkage. I'm going to negate that thing with a Borolo Savage Dragon. They're going to activate a second copy of the linkage. Chain Link 5, I'm going to negate it with the Odd-Eyes Vortex. Now you're probably thinking, bro, aren't you just activating effects? What are you doing? Yes and no. Yes, I'm activating effects. But in my head, I'm like, if you're doing this, it kind of seems a little desperate. But then you got 3 cards in the hand, so it's not that desperate. But I was thinking, what kind of plays do you have? Because if you know, special summon or normal summon or link summon into anything, I still have the SP Little Knight to get us both out of here. So I wasn't too worried, and then I had the field wipe for any monsters. So that's what I was thinking, just in case you wanna, you know, why is he just negating everything? These are cards that are important to negate. So negate 1 and pop it. Negate 2, get it out of here, and then banish the multi-roll because that thing is bad business. And of course, there it is. Battle stage, evenly matched. All of my Omni Negates are gone. I was not expecting that to happen, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what we're going to do here is activate the SP Little Knight. We're gonna get the SP Little Knight out of here, plus the Odd-Eyes Vortex Dragon. Then I'm going to activate the Souls of the Supreme King, or Supreme Celestial King. That way we could fusion summon, well, it's just special summon, I guess. We're going to send all 4 of these dragons. We're going to banish them, and we're going to special summon the Supreme King Z-ARK onto the field. Get us both out of here. I'm going to banish everything else. Get it out. Again, this is supposed to wipe out the whole board, but there's no board to wipe except for ours that got messed up. Triple Tactic Thrust into the Immobilized Engage. They're going to start engaging with me now by activating that thing's effect, getting themselves the Widow Anchor. They're going to, of course, they just drew into this. I'm 100% sure they just drew into the Pillar of the Future Kayanos. Special summon and activate its effect, which is going to special summon a Rose from the deck. Use both of these monsters to link off into the Siki Siki. Now, mind you, the funny thing about this card is that it says, if this card is link summon, you could target one face of monster on the field, banish it until the end of the next end phase. This thing cannot be targeted. So he has to target himself and get himself out of here. Which he's going to activate the Pillar of the Future, activating his effect to special summon the Rose. Use the Rose to link off into the Kaigari. Mind you, he's definitely within Nibiru range now. I could have been Nibiru them, but I'm not going to get rid of my Supreme King Z-ARK for a Nibiru. Why would I do that? We're going to activate the Kaigari here, recycling the engage so he can engage with me one more time. Activating its effect, getting himself the Shark Cannon, and then drawing a card. He's going to activate the Shark Cannon now, taking over my IP Mascarenita, which was weird to me, but we're going to let it happen. And then he's going to link off into the Shizuku. Bring that thing out here then. He's going to say his backer, which we all know what it is the Widow Anchor. And then, yeah, he's going to search out another Widow Anchor to his hand. So here is the end of the phase, so my SP Little Knight and my Omni Negate gets to come back, which is why I decided to get both of them out of here, so that way when it comes back, I still have an Omni Negate now for that Widow Anchor or whatever else they decide to do. So here we join to Max C. There's honestly nothing else I can really do. I can link summon into like Beyond the Pendulum, but I'm not gonna do all of that. We have a lot of high attacking monsters. We're gonna go into the battle phase. Well, try to, because they're going to activate the IP Mascarenita, so I activate the SP Little Knight. And with the SP Little Knight, I'm going to banish the SP and the Shizuku, because what the heck else are you supposed to link summon into if all you have is the IP on the field, right? Get us both out of here. IP basically just got dodged. We're going to slap that thing in the face. It belongs to me anyways. Give me that. And the crazy thing about this thing is that when it destroys a card, you get to special summon one of your Supreme King monsters from the extra deck. So we bring this thing out onto the field, and it's GG's. It's legitimately lethal damage. Both of those monsters is 5,000 damage. He has like 4,800 life points left. So that was crazy, and I'm glad that he broke the board, because that's what I've been waiting for people to do. I know it sounds crazy. Why would you want people to break your board? Because it's more entertaining. It's good. I want that to happen. I want a duel. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Oh, yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero 3. Number 3 of the day, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this is the replay where I'm going to show you how you go into the Arise art. Even though I kind of low-key goofed a little bit in the way that I did it, but it still works, right? So, with that being said, we're going to activate the Dragon Shrine here, sending both for the Dragon, of course. The Dark one is the most important one, so we could special summon it, activate its effect, getting ourselves the Gate Magician to the hand. We're going to normal summon the Joker, activate the Joker to search out our Revolution Dragon, activate the Revolution Dragon to get myself the Light one. Now, if you're wondering why the heck am I doing it all like this in this order, I was trying to bait out interruption because their field kept glowing and I just didn't know what it was, right? So I'm trying to bait out shenanigans. We're going to activate the Gate Magician, pop it to set the 0 in the back. We're going to use both of these monsters to link off into the Electromite. Bring it out here. Electromite is going to activate, send the Astrograph in the extra Pendulum Zone. We're going to put the Light Worm in the Pendulum Zone to pop it to bring the Astrograph, which is going to trigger both of these effects, right? Astrograph gets to special summon itself onto the field, and we basically get the second copy of the Light Worm as well. Give me that, and then we get to draw a card. With the Electromite, we're drawing to an Ash, which is really good. We're going to put the Light Worm in the Pendulum Zone once again. And with a Link 2 and another monster, Link 3 exceeds the Pendulum and exceeds their expectations. Like I said, activate its effect, bring the Gate Magician back to the hand. Now we get to Pendulum Summon 5 monsters onto the field. Bring them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now when you're going to do the combo like this, when you're gonna make the Arise, you have to make sure that you have at least two Gate Magicians. If you could get 3, that'll be better, but 2 is fine. So we're gonna activate the Gate Magician's effect, getting ourselves the Celestial King trap to the hand. With our 2 level 4s, we're gonna use both of them to go into the Borolo Savage D Dragon 2121, attach the Electromite to that thing, activate the Exceeds the Pendulum, and this is why I do it like this. So we have 4 level 7s. With 3 level 7s, we get to Exceed Summon into the Arise art. Bring it out here. Set our back row and end our turn. Now, again, you always just have to make sure that you have the Gate Magician on the field, so that way when you activate the trap, you have it to, get rid of, so you could, go into your shenanigans. Now, the crazy thing here is that my Supreme King Z-ARK is going to be negated, and I'm going to tell you why now. It's because this thing is inside of the Arise heart. I didn't account for that. I wasn't thinking about that when I did this, but it is what it is. So here they're going to activate the Stake Your Soul, showing us the Preventer in the hand. I'm going to ask that immediately, because it's going to allow them to start making plays without normal summoning, and that could make it a little harder for us to deal with. So we're going to negate it, banish it. That's going to trigger the Arise heart. We're going to take that as mine. They're going to normal summon the Airlifter, activate the Airlifter. I'm going to activate the Exceeds the Pendulum. They're going to activate the Dirtshroom. With the Dirtshroom, they're going to banish the Odd-Eyes Revolution from the graveyard, which we don't care. I can't even special summon that thing, so it's fine. I'm mainly going to special summon my level 4 over here because I had a plan now, right? Again, Arise art got triggered because the card was banished. I'm going to activate my Dark Rune. They're going to activate the Airlifter, getting it out of here so they can special summon a monster. I'm going to activate my Celestial King trap, so that way I can get rid of the Gate Magician, so I can special summon the Z-ARK, right? And this is where we goof. Look at the cards that sorry about that. So yeah, look at the cards that I sent from the extra deck. We send the Starving Venom, we send the Crystal Wind Dragon, and we send the Odd Eyes Rebellion. Now we need another monster to send. Unfortunately, all I sent was the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, but the other monster that we need is inside of the Arise, unfortunately. So we bring the Z-ARK onto the field, and it's negated. It's completely negated. I don't get to wipe out the whole board. It is what it is. We're still going to search out our Gate Magician, the 3rd copy. Attach this thing to the Arise heart. Again, we get to activate its effect. Activate the Arise heart to attach another monster to it. But this is my backup plan, right? So, this thing is negated. So, it's not going to wipe out the whole board. So, my second wipe is right here within the Light Worm, right? Activate the Light Worm because a monster was special summoned while the Z-ARK is on the field. Attach the trap to the Arise heart. Again, this thing is negated. I activate the Light Worm. They're going to activate the Emergency because it's an emergency the way they have to deal with this board right now. They're going to special summon the Impulse, getting rid of the Preventer. We're gonna get a light one back to the hand, and then we're gonna use both of these monsters to synchro summon into the Dragon Clear Wing. Bring it out here, which basically gets to wipe out the whole board in terms of monsters, and then a Riser gets another material to it. He's gonna activate the Impulse here to special summon a monster, which is gonna be a Hydrant. With congratulations, get it all out of here. More materials for the Arizer. This deck with a Arizer right here is honestly one of the most disgusting things, because it's like you have protection with the Borolo Savage Dragon, so if they try to implement or whatever, you know, you do that. If they have a evenly match after, then you might just be done. You might just leave the Arizer on the field, honestly, because it's gonna get a bunch of materials. But honestly, being a protector, having a board wipe on top of this thing right here, yeah, that's insane, bro. A double board wipe at that. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, my boys, here we are for replay number 4, number 4 if I'm not mistaken, and we're going second against the Birds. Now this is what I'm telling you about. This is why the deck felt underwhelming, because as soon as I came in ladder, I was like, yo, this deck is actually really decent. But in this stupidity, it was hard to play, because look at what I'm playing against. You're gonna see it's just floodgates all over the place, right? So he says the back row, activate the Macrocosmos, throw out the Maxi. Luckily for us, we do have a finger for it. Now mind you, at this point in time, I'm still kind of getting used to the deck, so I don't know exactly how to play under the Macrocosmos. So if I seem goofy the way I play the game, honestly bro, I just didn't know exactly what to do around this thing. So we're gonna activate the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, getting ourselves the Light Worm to the hand. Normal summon the Joker, activate the Joker, getting myself the Game Magician to the hand. Activate the Game Magician, it's gonna pop itself and it's gonna get banished. I didn't think that was gonna happen, because I mean, it says when these cards face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished. That's not supposed to go to the graveyard. It's supposed to come to my Pendulum Zone. So me thinking, oh, we don't care about that thing, my deck can play around, and no, it can't. So we're gonna set the 0 in the back, searching another copy of the Game Magician. We're gonna activate the Light Worm, activate the see, even here I goofed again, right? Because I activate this thing's effect, I send a Crystal Wing monster to get banished, and it has to be sent to the graveyard to special summon. So if you activate this thing's effect and the monster that you sent to the graveyard is not in the graveyard, it doesn't special summon. So now I gotta basically Pendulum Summon like this, bring them out here, activate the Game Magician, get myself the trap, use both of these monsters right here and link them off into the Electromite. Bring it out here. We're going to activate the Electromite's effect, putting the Astrograph in the Pendulum Zone. We're gonna pop the Light Worm so I could get this thing out here. I was basically just trying to get as much damage as I could and drawing a card, right? We're gonna draw a card here after we special summon the Astrograph, of course, which is gonna get us a copy of something, I believe. Yeah, another copy of the Light Worm, and then we draw into an Ash, which I was extremely happy about. Again, I was just trying to get as much damage as I could on the field from the mistakes that I made, right? And then I'm gonna use both of these monsters to link off into the SP, the Little Knight, because that thing has to get out of here. That thing has to go. I can't play the game with that thing out there. And now we're extremely good because we have the full field wipe, the Ash, and the Infinite Impermanence. We're gonna activate the Floowandereeze Winds. Yeah, nah, it's not windy right now, bro. It's spring. Negate that. It's hot outside, no wind. Negate that thing. So here he's gonna normal summon an Eagling, activate the Eagling. We have the Infinite Impermanence, and of course it's GG's. Nos vemos mañana. So like I said, I thought this deck was, honestly, bro, I was playing it in the Duel and I was like, this deck is kind of dookie. But then after I hopped into ladder, I realized, I was like, yo, I was just playing against Floodgates almost every freaking game. So no wonder it felt like that. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Again, here we are for replay numero 5, number 5 of the day. And then I have another one for you, and then, you know, that'll be the last one. So here we're going to start off by activating our Odd Eyes Revolution. Getting ourselves the Dark Worm to the hand, normal summon the Dark Worm, activate its effect, getting ourselves the Game Magician, activate the Game Magician, pop it to get the 0 on the Pendulum Zone, activate the Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon once again, to get myself the Light Worm, put the Light Worm in the Pendulum Zone. They're gonna hit us with the Maxi. Now he knew because the Pendulum's right throughout the Maxi. Now we were technically bricked, right? So that's why I made the play like this. I was going to do something different, but because we're under the Maxi, all I had to do was activate the gate, getting myself the Supreme Celestial King, and we're gonna set down our back. We could have linked someone into some shenanigans, but you know, it is what it is. We had our own maxi, so we're gonna throw that thing out there. They're gonna go for the battle phase, evenly matched. I'm going to activate the Celestial King. I got hit with so many evenly matches, floodgates, whatever. This was not it, bro. But either way, we're gonna send all 4 of these dragons, get him out of here so we could get the Z-ARK onto the field. We're gonna banish everything else, leave the Z-ARK. Again, there's no field to wipe, so he's gonna set a monster, activate the pack, get himself the Returnia. He's gonna set down a background and his turn, right? So here, and this is what I'm telling you, I play the Harpies, the Feather Duster. I'm the janitor, wipe out the whole board, get the whole thing out of here. And that was really good back row, because he could have activated over this if I was gonna move anything out of the graveyard. Special summon 2 of his Exosisters, activate the Returnia banish. He could have done a lot off of that back row. So we're happy that we broke it. Get this thing out of here. We get to activate its effect. Special summon another one of Supreme cards. I'm gonna special summon the Dark Worm, and then yeah, he's gonna scoop because I get to slap him for the 1800, and then we got the follow up for a combo right here. We get to pop off. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Familia, here we are for the last replay of the day. And like I said, like even this was like an underwhelming duel. We're gonna activate the Wings of Light, getting ourselves the Dark Worm to the hand. Activate the Dark Worm, getting ourselves the King Gate Magician to the hand. We already had the 0, so we might as well put it. They're gonna hit us with a Max C. Locally, we have the Ash, and we could speed this one up because I don't even remember if I did full combo. So yeah, get the Gate, get ourselves the Celestial, use both of these, go to the Electromite, activate the Electromite. Okay, we got Infinite Impermanence. So essentially the combo is going to change. We're going to go into the Light Worm. We're going to summon and we're going to link off into the SP, the little knight right here. We're going to set down our chat. So we basically just have SP and then we have a field wipe. Now luckily for us, again, another underwhelming duel because we're playing against Valmonica right now. And Valmonica is not going to survive a full field wipe. They're not going to do it. So they get the Demono, they put the Pendulum Summons in the Pendulum Summon. They activate the Invitae. I know they're going to special summon a Celatrice. So of course I'm gonna go into the field wipe before the Celatrice gets to come onto the field, because once that happens, look at this. Celatrice bring her out here. She doesn't even get to activate her effect. Wipe out the whole board. End phase. End phase. Now to be fair, there's not a lot of decks that will just survive a full field wipe like that, but these were the only duels that weren't annoying because, you know, everything else was either floodgates or evenly matched. He did have a Gamma though. So he's trying to put up a fight with the Gamma here, negating our Dark Worm. So he can negate and pop it, but that's not going to do much. It's going to go into the Pendulum Zone. Light Worm's going to special summon itself from the back. Activate the Light Worm, get the Gape into the hand again. Use both of these monsters to link off into the Exceeds the Pendulum. Bring it out here. Activate the Exceeds the Pendulum, get myself the Light Worm back out here, put the Light Worm in the back, I get to Pendulum Summon again. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? So with that being said, let's go into the deck. Alright gang, so that is what I got for you today. Again, the deck felt super underwhelming to me until I went to ladder. So if you haven't, you want to build it, honestly, it is a solid deck. Even though it has these 2-card combos and stuff like that, which, you know, you can kind of brick sometimes. It kind of will happen depending if you open up a bunch of hand traps and maybe something else. But you do need the 2 cards, but it's a little consistent. It is fairly consistent, honestly speaking. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, again, remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the yapping. Continue having a great day. Any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. As for me, I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.